What's going on, everybody? It's David from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you'll see a Patreon account. You click it, you can become a member. All you got to do is try, recommend movies and music and trailers for me to react to. Now, with that being said, we are here today with a review for the 2021 Netflix film by the name of Army of the Dead. Director Zack Snyder has come back again and hit us with another zombie movie. We haven't seen him do a zombie movie since Dawn of the Dead, the remake. So I was kind of excited to see how he would interpret some new source material. Like, I don't know if this movie is based on anything, but I mean, it was very interesting to see. If it is not based on anything, it's pretty interesting to see his own perspective from it. So a quick synopsis is that there was a truck going through Vegas containing some very dangerous cargo, and it ends up being, I guess, there's a crash. It opens up, releases a zombie, an alpha zombie, which is a very interesting concept that I like, and I'll get more into detail later. And this zombie basically starts infecting literally the whole, like, Vegas. It literally, like, infects all of Vegas, right? So this movie is basically about a man who comes to Dave Bautista's character and offers him a chance to get some money. So basically, it's like a heist. You go and you get the money from the safe in Vegas before the government blows Vegas up, because there's a freaking zombie containment there, right? Um, as far as the storyline goes, the idea of the story, like, a lot of people have been telling me, like, yo, this concept of the story is dope. But I'm sad to tell them that it's been done before. If you have seen Peninsula, then you would know that the idea of going to get money in a zombie infected area, that's from Peninsula. Now, is Peninsula better than Army of the Dead? Hell no. Army of the Dead is much better than Peninsula. Peninsula was a huge letdown to me, and I have that review in my channel. If you want to go check that out, just go ahead. I think I'll link it somewhere in the top. Um, with that being said, though, the cast of this movie honestly does a really good job. Everybody, Dave Bautista, the guy from Power, everybody does a really good job in this movie. All the characters are fun to watch. They make you care about them, and it's a pretty cool movie, right? Well, not all of the characters. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not all the characters. Most of the characters actually make you care about them. So if they were to die for any reason, you would honestly, like, damn, dude, that sucks. I wanted this person to survive, right? Um, this movie has a lot of great action scenes, a lot of gore. It's a really cool zombie movie. And earlier I mentioned that it has the alpha zombie. The idea of the alpha zombie, I don't think has been introduced in zombie films. I mean, maybe you can say, like, I Am Legend. I Am Legend does have an alpha zombie, but it's not quite as complex as this one, I believe. It does, like I said, it has an alpha zombie, and the idea, I don't want to give too much away, so that's why I'm kind of like, if you feel like I'm dancing around it, because I don't want to tell you the things that the alpha zombie does that basically separates himself from other zombie movies. When you see it, you're gonna be like, damn, that's actually pretty cool. I like the idea, right? And there's a character on here, I guess she's considered like the queen of the zombies or something. And I don't know if Zack Snyder was inspired by Angela from Night of the Demons, but that character completely looks like Angela from Night of the Demons.
Where you going? The party's just begun.
If you have not seen Night of the Demons is a dope movie. You need to watch the original. Please do not waste your time and watch the remake. Watch the original. But as far as zombie movies goes, this movie was quite entertaining. I found myself actually enjoying myself most of the movie, right? Let's see. I have some notes here. Hold on. Let me go to it. Some things that were kind of like off to me was Zack Snyder has this weird style in this movie, and I think that he got it from the Joker epilogue scene from uh the Snyder cut of Justice League. He has this thing there he does where he out of focuses scenes. And I know that's supposed to be like a stylistic thing, but quite like for me and one of my homies I was talking to, yeah, it kind of gets annoying after a while. So, like, it'll be like you're watching me in focus, but everything behind me is blurry. and even certain scenes where like the characters standing there, they're out of focus, and you don't under. There's times when he does it, and there's completely no reason why he does it. I guess except for he thought it would look cool. But personally, me as a viewer, I find it overused, and honestly, it's a pain on the eyes after a while of viewing. You know, when you're watching it, it's weird that it just goes suddenly out of focus. And like I said, I know it's supposed to be a stylistic thing, but it kind of kills me. Dave Bautista's character, like I said earlier, does an amazing job. The only gripe I have with his character is I think Dave Bautista needs glasses because he squints a lot, and it's really noticeable. Like I know you're probably sitting there thinking like, yo, that's kind of nitpicky, but I'm dead serious. Like I'm watching this movie and I'm like, yo, but Dave Bautista keeps squinting like a lot. Like he was talking to somebody who's drinking. He's like, yeah, man, this is a chance to change our life. And he's squinting, and I'm like, yo, why the fuck is he squinting? I'm like, why is he squinting so much? There's no need for you to be squinting that hard, bro. This movie, like I said earlier, like it's a really good movie, but it it honestly could have trimmed a lot of fat. This movie has a lot of fat in it. It did not need a runtime of 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think this movie can damn near be like below 2 hours easily and still be a pretty solid movie. I think the fact that this movie was dragged out for 2 hours was way too long, and it shows during scenes like when you're watching it, certain scenes seem so dragged out, and you just don't understand why. Zack Snyder always has a really good selection of music for his movies, mostly as long as he doesn't get like Junkie XL or something on it. Most of the time, his music selection for certain scenes it works. Like the Cranberry song at the end of the movie, that was pretty dope. The opening scene that was pretty cool too. But as far as like, yeah, like I said, as far as the stylistic thing, like I said, I have gripes with that. I have gripes with this movie being like kind of too long, man. Like I really feel like they could have trimmed a lot from this movie, and the runtime would have been a lot shorter, and it still would have been just as good. I like this movie had a different take on zombies. Like I said earlier, the alpha zombies, that was a pretty cool idea. You have like it's funny because it's like a class system within zombies. So that's kind of like all I have really to say about this movie. It was quite enjoyable. I mean, it's up there with it's a very enjoyable zombie movie. Is it like top tier? Is it like the best zombie movie I've ever seen? Obviously not. That award honestly goes to Train to Busan and Night in the Living Dead and things like that. But it's up there. It's actually a very, very fun to watch zombie movie. And Dave Bautista does a really good job. I mean, it's not like the dialogue isn't like very engaging and things like that, but these characters do a really good job at delivering their lines and making the movie watchable, right? You don't have that thing where it's like just one character's leading the movie and you're just like, why did they pick this character? Chris Rock in Spiral. Things, you know, you don't have that in this movie. So I feel like they did a really good job at that. My boy Hiroyuki Sanada, who plays Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, the movie, is also in this movie. Brief role, but it was really cool to see him. That was easy, squeezy, Japanesey. That was pretty hilarious, right? But here on the Cinema Chop Shop, we grade movies in three ways. Either you get bodied and sent to the bowels of hell, you get spared and then sent into the pearly gates, and I tell you what a great movie you are. And then you also get the big fat meh, which means you're mediocre, lackluster, mid-grade, you know, mid-level, mid, you know, like you're in the middle, you're okay, you know, you barely survived, all that good stuff. But if I have to give a grade to this movie, and you know what, I quite enjoyed it, so you will be spared, homie.
He ain't earned the death. He ain't earned the death at my hands. God's only man, spared by the butcher.
Yes, you heard it, folks. I am going to spare Army of the Dead. This was a fun movie to watch. Very entertaining. I kind of enjoyed myself from beginning to end. They could have trimmed a lot of the fat, probably would have made it even more enjoyable, but as far as movie experiences goes, this probably would have been something really good to see in the theaters. I actually waited till it came out on Netflix, but this definitely is a movie that will give you a hell of a theatrical experience. That's my review. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree, whatever the case may be. Drop your comments in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell. And I will see you guys next time. You are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Adios.